By owning a Genesis Birdez, basically you are going to be able to accumulate 10 seed tokens per day. A 10 seed tokens per day. And that is going to be able to, you're going to be able to accumulate that over the next 10 years. Okay. And so we want to be very clear about how this works. So basically, how this works is there's a supply set aside for the actual distribution of the tokens. So that way, in the contract, the smart contract, it will automatically be distributed to you every single day that you put your Birdies gang to work. Okay. Now, a lot of you guys might not fully understand like what is a seed token, why should you care about it, and why should you hold right now versus selling. The price is at 1 ETH. Why should you just like get, why don't you just get rid of that and just move on to the next thing. Okay, so I want to explain um you know how I kind of think about NFT investing and why you should stick with a project like this, because it's a lot more difficult to find another team. It's a lot difficult to find another project that has momentum. And with the tokenomics and really the NFT, I guess you could say like the quantity of them, like this project hits all of the sweet spots that a blue chip project can have, and I want to kind of break that down. Okay, so right now you're going to be getting 10 seeds per day. Okay, now we have to always be clear that one seed equals one seed. There's no actual monetary value in the seeds. Okay, the seeds are designed for an in-game currency, right? So when we open up the metaverse, you will be able to use these seeds for various different things. Now, you can also use these seeds to customize your birdies, which you can go on the website and you can read all about that. But the token is designed for end game currency. Okay, we just want to be very clear about that. Now, here's what ends up happening with this end game currency. So there's going to be all types of different things that are going to occur where people are not necessarily going to want to wait on their 10 seeds per day in order to essentially participate in the ecosystem. And so what ends up happening with these types of projects, especially when the actual NFT count is low, like 1,300, right? What ends up happening is people are going to want to speed up their progression, and they are essentially going to want to accumulate more seed. All right. Now, how they're going to accumulate more seed is somebody is going to end up setting up what's called a liquidity pool. Okay. And so this liquidity pool, basically what's going to happen is it's going to allow you guys to exchange Ethereum for seed token. Okay. And so what ends up happening is as people start to exchange their Ethereum for their seed token, then a price is established. And then as the utility of the project grows, the price of the seed token should grow if the demand is there. Okay. So one of our main focuses and our really initiatives is how do we create the most utility for the token? Because if we have really good utility, then the token will be in high demand, and then it creates a ripple effect down through the entire project. And so that is our focus. Our focus is utility, is how do we do innovative things to create utility for the project so that the token becomes in demand. Ultimately, people want to trade their Ethereum to buy more in-game tokens, so that way they can participate in the ecosystem. Now, as a side effect to that, then your seed tokens become, you know, like I guess you could say like they're going to be able to be traded for a higher dollar amount. Okay, but they'll still be worth, one seed will still be worth one seed, but the market's going to decide how much a seed is worth because the demand to get the seed is going to be put out there. And then from there, that's when people typically will sell some of their seed, to get Ethereum and so on and so forth. And we have this model right now with the Genesis Cons. Um, I've said this probably a million times, but I actually own two Genesis coins right now, and every single day I'm able to collect banana tokens, and I'm able to trade those bananas in for at the current price for about $460 a day passively. Okay, now one banana still equals one banana, but the market is wanting to buy bananas for the ecosystem, so therefore they put a price on it of around 20, $26. Okay, so that's how the price begins to be established with a a particular um with a particular in-game token. Okay, now I want to explain kind of the intricacies of how a token begins to, I guess you could say, get value, and how the token begins to go up in price. So that way you can kind of foresee the future, and whatever decisions you're making them from a place of understanding exactly, what is to come. Okay. So we have studied ecosystems, like a mad scientist. Okay, imagine when you were in high school, or like junior high school, and you would get that frog and that scalpel, and you would pull that thing apart, and you would have to learn the anatomy of what makes a frog. Okay, that's exactly what we did with various different projects to really understand everything from the communities to the tokenomics to the utility value to how many NFTs should be in the project? How does 1,000 NFTs affect a project versus 10,000? Like we've explored all these different areas of NFTs to come up with a very intentional and a very strategic way to get the most out of an ecosystem and to create a in-game currency that is in high demand. Okay, because again, price goes up because it's in demand. It doesn't go up because of user base, right? Like people think, well, if you get more people, more eyeballs on it, or more of this or more of that, the price is gonna go up. No, it goes up by demand. Okay, so we can scientifically create demand for this actual seed token, and I want to explain how we're gonna do that. So this way, you guys know, why this is really important, to hold on to if you feel like you want to ride with us for the long haul. Okay, so let me kind of break this down. So if you hold two birdies in your wallet, you're going to be able to do something called breeding. Okay, and I know there's a lot of new people on here. You might not fully understand. Well, what is breeding? How does it work? This, that, and third. I'm trying to make it very simple. Okay, breeding is the process of being able to do some steps and then create a new NFT. All right. Now, how this works is if you have two Genesis birdies, okay, then you're going to be able to accumulate 600 tokens either by just holding the birdies in your wallet and putting them to work, or by going to a decentralized exchange and purchasing seed token. Now, once you have that seed token, once you have 600 seed tokens, then you can basically burn those tokens. Okay, there's going to be a little mechanism and on the website somewhere where you can press a button. You're going to be able to burn those tokens, and then from there, you're going to be able to essentially birth a baby birdies. Okay, now there's a short, limited supply of baby birdies that we're going to be releasing here very shortly. And then all the rest of the babies that are coming out, they are going to have to be, you're going to have to breed them. Okay, so meaning that you're going to have two Genesis and 600 tokens to breed these Genesis. Now, what that does is that actually creates demand for the babies because there's a limited supply. Now, you best believe we're going to have utility for the babies as well too. So that way the babies are in demand for, so like people actually want to buy them. Okay. Now, the benefit that you will have is that you will be one of the lucky ones to be able to breed these babies by simply just getting 600 tokens. You can breed as many babies as you want. Now, I have a lot of friends who are in cons, and I have learned from the OGs, the people who were there from the beginning, because I'm like, when I go into some type of business or investment, I want to know everything, right? So I literally asked a lot of people in there if they could do it all over again, and if they could know what they know now, like what would they do, right? And the number one thing people told me was that they would have bought more babies in the beginning when they were cheaper. Okay, so let me give you an example. A Genesis Kong right now is priced a couple $100,000. Okay, but started out at the same price as a birdie, somewhere around the same price as a Genesis birdie. Okay, and now they're trading for a couple $100,000. Now the babies I checked like maybe a day or two ago. The babies were trading for about 9 Ethereum, right? So now you've got the um the Genesis trading for a few 100,000, and then you got the babies trading for tens of thousands of dollars. Now, what most of the people who are in the Genesis cons didn't know was that the babies were going to be high value, right? Because they never anticipated the fact that, well, once the Genesis got to a certain stage, people weren't able to afford them, so the only way that they could participate in the ecosystem was to get a baby. Okay, and so I believe the same thing is going to happen here. Okay, because even if you look at the price of birdies right now, and I actually was going over this today with some of my students. If you look at the price right now, once it gets to like 5, 6, 7, 8 ETH, the floor gets super thin. It's like a couple of NFTs, at like 7, at 8, at 9, and the price starts to, go parabolic. Okay. And so I want to kind of give you my vision for how this plays out. So that way you kind of have a fingertips grasp of how the price movement starts to really happen, and, how we can really engineer this to actually come into existence. So once we release the babies, okay, there's going to be people who have Genesis who are going to want to breed. Okay, now obviously I can't give you financial advice, but I can only tell you, I have to breed and buy them just like you guys do. And my goal is when the babies come out is to buy as many as I can to mint as fast and get as many of the babies as possible. Because I saw what happened with the cons, and I know, I believe that that's going to happen here. Okay. Now, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to have to exchange Ethereum for seed in order to burn it so I can accumulate these babies. Okay. Now, once the babies will start to accumulate and the seed starts to get burned and people are buying, it's going to actually create a spark in the entire ecosystem. Okay, it's literally going to spark the ecosystem. And a couple of things I predict will happen. Okay, I believe the floor price is going to jump rapidly. Okay, because once people see this in action, they're going to say, hold up, I need to get some babies, I need to get some seed, and I need to get some Genesis. Right, so it's going to kick start the ecosystem. Think about this. Genesis Kongs right now are selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why isn't everybody just selling their Genesis Kongs and getting $100,000 when they can, right? It's because the ecosystem that is built around it is actually more profitable for them than if they were to sell their quote unquote seed, no pun intended, their seed NFT for a few hundred grand. Okay, and so you have to decide: are you playing the long game or the short game? Most people when they come into NFTs, they don't have any guidance. So they're looking to get to 1 ETH and they're looking to flip, and then they're looking to go find another project, and then they're like rolling the dice and gambling, hoping that they can find another team, another NFT, another momentum, and much more, right? And so I do the actual opposite. When I find a team that I believe in, when I find a team that can execute, when I find the right supply, when I find the right things, I'm looking to grow with that team. Okay, I'm looking to develop with that team, and I'm looking to go all in. Okay, the reason why I'll use Worlds as an example was the same thing. I saw the team, I saw what they were doing, I understood what was going on, and that's why I was able to go so heavy in there and just do some crazy numbers. Okay, and so I believe the same thing is going to happen here as the system starts to get going. It's going to create this ripple effect. Now, most people aren't going to know what to do, right? Their emotions are going to kick in, they're going to sell, some are going to buy, and it's going to be this thing because a lot of times, people have never made this much money in their life before, right? Like they've never seen something where it's like, wow, I can make $10,000 today, or I can make $8,000 tomorrow, and things of that nature, right? So what happens is a lot of people do end up selling, and then they end up buying back in later on. But what I am trying to do is paint a picture for you, so that way you can understand how this whole thing works. So that way you can make the best decision for your life. Okay. So basically now we have the ability to breed, okay, and we have the babies that are going to be able to be collected only by people who can breed, and then the other people who can't breed, okay, now they're going to be watching OpenSea to see who lists babies, okay, and just like Genesis Birdez, some people they're going to list it quick, get their couple $1,000s, and then they're gonna go basically blow that $1,000 on something else, right? And so my thing is, if you watch the floor, you're gonna find some good deals. But my point is that what's gonna drive up the price of the babies is that everybody's not gonna be able to get them. Okay, so if you own two Genesis right now, you basically have a machine that can produce an asset for you, right? Because the babies are essentially an asset. And so now that you have this asset, the other people who don't have two Genesis, and the other people who see they're going to see all the stuff going on, they're going to want to jump in. They're going to be looking at the babies and saying, okay, I'm going to go to OpenSea and I'm going to buy the babies. Now, I believe at this point, the price of the babies will start to go up because the demand for the babies and the limited supply of the babies is going to create a supply shock, and is going to make them go up. Okay, so if you can foresee the future before it happens, this is how you become a very successful NFT investor, because you have understanding about how the game works, and you're not just out there haphazardly doing things. Now, so this is going to carry the project for a while, right? The ability to be in the alpha group, the ability to breed, the ability to collect seed, the ability to breed babies. All of these things is basically what is going to sustain the utility of the project and things like that. Now, where we're different than most projects is that we're not stopping there. Okay, we are going to be 15 steps ahead of everything that is going to come, because we know that whoever has the best utility wins, period. Okay? And so what's going to happen is that we have a whole team working on the metaverse right now. And for the first time in NFT history, projects can actually have a working metaverse. Now, I can tell you guys, I'm heavy in NFT worlds right now. 99% of projects out there do not have a working metaverse. Okay, they don't have one, right? Actually, I don't really know any project that has like an actual metaverse where like the community members can go, they can meet, they can hang out, they can play games, they can go on scavenger hunts, they can buy stuff. I mean, like nobody has that, right? But people have built their NFTs on the utility of that, right? On the vision of that. And for the first time, in history, we actually are going to have that metaverse, because NFT Worlds is coming out with multiplayer function this month. So that means that, you guys are going to be able to go into the metaverse, hang out, play different games, do different scavenger hunts, do different things within there that is going to make this a fully immersive and a fully, Web3, compatible experience. Okay. And so we've never seen this ever in NFTs before, right? So I feel like we have an advantage, one, because we're one of the first projects in the NFT space to actually buy NFT worlds, and two, we've been developing longer, and we just have a leg up. Okay, and I think even when people start to see that, when they start to see us in the metaverse, when they start to see us doing these different things, that's going to attract people, and they're going to say, wow, these guys are actually doing it, they're actually in the metaverse, they're actually pulling this thing off. Okay, and so from here, how we then take the token to the next level, right? And by the way, cons went from literally zero to about $122 in 1 year. So I'm just giving you the scope of what is possible. I'm not saying that's going to happen here. I'm just giving you the scope of what's possible. But the only difference between us and them is I believe our tokenomics are better than the comms. Okay, we have burning mechanisms. We have a lot of things at play that they don't have. All right, and also too, they're waiting on the sandbox. Right, when we're going into NFT worlds and we are utilizing something that is actually working. Plus, we have this whole other Minecraft user base that we can target for marketing and things like that to be able to expose them to this NFT. Okay, so the last part of this structure, as now we got breeding going on. And by the way, just to be clear, so any two Genesis can breed. Okay, so that means if you have, let's say, I don't know, 4 or 8 Genesis, right? You have two, 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 and two. That means that you can breed every single, you can pretty much breed whatever you want. Now, as long as you have the tokens, you can breed. But if you have, let's say, 4 Genesis, then each of those Genesis can produce 600 tokens every single month. And then basically, you're going to be able to essentially breed for free, right? Because you're going to be collecting the tokens, you're going to be able to get those things for free. All right. And so the last part of this equation before we open up to the questions is understanding where do we go from here, right? So once we've got all of that stuff in the works, babies are going up, seeds going up, people are trying to get these things. The price of the Birdez gang is starting to get out of reach for a lot of people. Then from there, what we do is we really focus on how do we create utility through the metaverse, through the merch line, through all these different avenues. I mean, I've even brought up, and I'm not saying that we're gonna do this, but I've even brought up things like just ideas for us to think about. Is like, how do we start our own virtual kitchen where, let's say, we have pizza and French fries, and we are able to basically use C token to be able to trade for that, right? Like, just thinking of all kind of partnership ideas and just all kind of different ways to create utility for this. I think that is what's going to make this thing really, really powerful. Okay, so I wanted to jump on here just to kind of paint a vision for you guys, so this way you can know that, hey, listen, if you sell right now, let's say for 1 ETH or 2 ETH or whatever, I mean, the reality is, if the utility's there and if the price appreciates, and again, I say price, I mean like what people are willing to pay for each token. You could really be doing yourself a disservice, because basically, you could have made that with the actual seed tokens itself, right? And so, as we have mass adoption in the NFT space, and I believe that this is going to become a very normal thing, and it's going to be a very, very lucrative opportunity. All right. So I wanted to just talk to you guys about that. And then we can open up to any questions that you might have for the team, and we can all answer. And yeah, we can kind of get your guys' thoughts and everything.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother. And obviously, guys, so you said everything. So you said everything really, really clear. It's it's everything clear. And obviously, guys, if you think about for a moment of what Blockchain Brown said, he's totally right, because obviously right now all the people are looking at our floor price. That it's amazing, by the way, because 26 days ago we were at 0.07, so it's okay. But as I told you many times, we already saw in our mind a floor price way higher than this in a long run that we want to run together here, guys. So obviously some people can get impressed with this floor price, and they decided to go away to sell it and everything. But if you think about for a moment of what Blockchain Brown said, guys, yes, obviously that amount of money probably in some months, one of our hodler and also all of you guys will be able to do the same, probably just with the seed, without the needs to sell any Genesis Birdez, because right now we are in the making to create a real utility that has an actual value and the future value inside our ecosystem with the Genesis. So you said everything, Blockchain Brown. So now, if you guys have some question, we can answer that. And so, yeah, you can go, guys. So let's see how we can do that. I don't know if they have the ability to unmute themselves or not. Yeah, because this voice is different than the other one.
They can talk, but I can active
Okay, you can
some
activate. Okay, but they can raise the hands or not.
here not
Oh,
but
oh, okay. Okay, so guys, but you have the chat here. So if you go, yeah,
I
if
can
you
write
go,
on a question,
yeah, okay,
yes.
perfect. So if you go on the left side, guys, you can go to Ama question and you can write the question here, so we can read the question here. Um,
Listen, maybe
yeah, or
they
by
can
the way, if you want to talk, guys. Oh, I have an idea. If you want to talk, guys, said just I want to talk here in the Ama question, and we can activate the microphone in the Ama. Okay. So okay, I want to talk. Paco Aleman. Yeah, I can give you. I can give you
wait.
yeah, the name Paco Aleman.
Okay, Pago, you can now unmute it. Try to unmute your microphone. Okay.
Yeah, it's working.
Fine.
Perfect.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon. Good evening to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I am very happy with the project, and the question is the following: when can we start buying seed using Uniswap?
Okay. Blockchain bar, you want to answer to that?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be soon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have a date yet, but I believe it's gonna be soon.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your answer, my friend.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome. So, Darth Paul Matteo.
Okay, Matteo, wait a moment. Matteo.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Matteo, try to speak.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Good evening to everybody.
Good evening.
I have one question that probably you answered, but I didn't understood the answer.
No
My
problem.
question is, I have two Genesis, and I would like to understand when we can mint the babies,
Okay.
and how many babies we can mint.
Yeah.
Because I have to charge the wallet.
Yeah. So sure.
I have another question after if it's possible.
Okay. No problem. No problem. Yes, you can do that after my answer.
Yes.
So the exact date will be published soon, but I can tell you that probably 90% will be starting from 25th of January for 48 hours. So only 48 hours of time to mint, or little more. Yeah, or some hours more probably. And the size will be revealed soon. So not the size, the amount. Sorry, the amount of baby that you can mint owning at least two Genesis will be revealed soon. And obviously, the more Genesis you have, the more babies you will be able to mint. So this is for sure. But yes, in the next days will be there will be an announcement in the announcement channel, and we'll say everything.
Okay. And this is the second question is not about the project, but a personal advice about the safety of the NFTs.
Yeah.
Okay. I have the two Genesis on the normal wallet,
Yeah.
not in the hard wallet.
Yeah.
Do you think it's better to transfer them in an hard wallet before the minting, or last time in the last call I heard about the difficulty of minting buy
Yeah.
the ledger
Yeah.
to understand.
So I can give you my personal advice, but probably I don't know if it's the right thing to do. Maybe Blockchain Brown has a different strategy. I don't know. What I always do is uh, so yeah, 99% of my NFTs are in the hard wallet. Because they have value, so I don't want to risk nothing. And but obviously when I need to mint something, I prefer to not have an ad wallet just for the minting phase, because obviously there's too much request that I have to accept during a mint. So if I want to mint, I don't know, even 3 or 4 times, it takes more than 1 hour if I want to do everything, because my hard wallet requires, when I need to mint something, it requires more or less 75 requests. I need to say okay 75 times in my ledger nano x. Yes, so I don't want to waste time, and I just stay out, and just be aware of not click the link in DM and not give away my seed phrases and stuff like that, because obviously, guys, even with the hard wallet, if you give away your seed phrases, you are fucked. So there's no way that you can save something if you go away your seed phrases. So I want to be clear about this thing, guys. So the hard wallet doesn't mean that you are in a bunker where you can do even stupid things and stay safe. No, it's not like that. Unfortunately, it's not like that. So, but yes, this is my personal strategy. I don't know if Blockchain Brown has doing a different way for these kind of things.
No, that's a good strategy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I leave the Genesis into the normal wallet like MetaMask. Then, if I want to hold for a long time, I
Yeah.
prefer to get
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Could be a good strategy. Yes.
Thank you so much, guys.
You're
Have a nice
welcome.
show and,
You're welcome.
thank you very much.
You're welcome. So, one question. So, Darth Paul, the other one is Nicola Cryptoita, but I want to answer to a question that Jamilu wrote here in the AMA question. I want to know more about the marketing plan for the project you guys have. Yes. So, I don't know, guys, if you know that, but we are marketing guys since 2014. So marketing is our main skill, and marketing and sales are our main skills. And we have a lot of plans that we are actually doing also right now. So our marketing guys, probably most of you don't know that our marketing strategies started 1 month before the mint. So we started everything with the marketing thing, the lead generation on Instagram, Facebook, Google, and also the word by mouth that we are creating here with the community. This thing, guys, is marketing. So marketing, it is my skill, as I told you. So I'm one of the main marketing people here in Europe, because I did a lot of things. I created a lot of events with thousands of people talking about marketing, and marketing is put the right product in front of the right people. This is marketing. So marketing is not just pay some fancy influencer to talk about the project. This is not marketing. This is a way to create hype that probably you will be not able to maintain in the future. So could be bad and not good and not good. So what we are doing right now, we are growing from the inside to the outside, instead of many projects that decides, obviously, because they have no marketing strategy in mind. They decided in the majority of cases, they decided to start it from the outside, create a lot of hype before the mint, before the everything, to create a lot of a big community inside the Discord, more than 100,000 people inside the Discord and everything. And then what happened if you see the best project out there, even cyberconks or Bored Ape Yacht Club, they have not too much people inside the Discord. So I think that cyberconks, that I love them, guys, I really love them, and also Blockchain Brown loves them. They have 35,000 people inside, and they are cyberconks, guys. But if you see probably the next mint for the next project tomorrow, they probably will have 200,000 people inside the Discord. And so people can think about, oh, wow, what marketing? No, that's not marketing. Marketing is put the right product in front of the right people and do the right decision at the right time. And this is what we are doing right now. So we are growing from the inside to go to the outside, and we are doing a lot of marketing things with the lead generation. Gabbo is running everything for Instagram ads, Facebook ads, Google ads. We are creating a lot of contents. I'm personally so this week probably I have more than 20 interviews from radio here in Italy, some press here in Italy, because obviously they are seeing what we are doing right now with Birdez gang. And I can tell you that in Italy, no one knows NFTs and what NFTs does for the people. So this is the reason why we have a lot of attention right now here. Not just in Italy, but obviously around the world. But this is what we are doing right now. I don't know, Blockchain Brown, if you want to add something. You are a good marketing guy too, because this is one of the things that we have in common since the beginning.
Yeah, guys. So just to kind of add a little bit more fuel to that fire, when I first met them, I get approached by a lot of different people every single day to like do this, work with me, partner with me, do this, blah blah blah, like all these kind of things. And the number one thing that attracted me to want to partner with them was the fact that they were marketers. And when we talk about marketers, guys, we're not talking about they went to college and got a marketing degree. Okay, we're talking about there's marketing communities that exist. I don't know if you guys ever heard of like ClickFunnels, Russell Brunson, these type of circles. These guys are well known in those circles. Okay, and I did my research. I know a lot of people in those circles as well too. And so I knew that because I was advising other projects, I knew that it takes an understanding of direct response marketing in order to make this thing work. And so you guys should really feel confident in both of us, because I know you guys. I mean, you probably see me on YouTube or whatever, but guys, I actually have a marketing background too. I'm actually a really good direct response marketer. And what he said is exactly how I've been able to build my businesses, is working from the inside out. So don't believe the hype of like, hey, go hire this influencer or go pay this money for this or that or all these kind of things. That stuff doesn't work. Okay. What works is being very aware of the market, okay, and understanding, like what he said was spot on the money. If you look at the top projects, they don't have super big communities. Okay, what they are is they are basically a marketing concept that I like to call, they are a big fish in a small pond. Okay, that's how you build an NFT. You don't build an NFT by burning through your marketing budget just to look cool or just to look like you're doing something, right? We want to become a big fish in a small pond. So essentially, when we talk about strategy, what we're thinking about is how do we get in front of a specific audience, right? And then how do we create marketing that actually makes us look a lot bigger to those people, that attracts them to it, but it's really because we have a nice tight knit group of people that we're retargeting, that we're focusing on to bring into the project. Okay, and that's with our supply. That's how you grow a project. You don't grow a project by paying Instagram people and paying these people to blast out something on the email list. That's not how you do it. Okay, and so rest assured that you probably have And I'm not even joking right now. You probably have the best marketing team in the entire NFT space. Like, no lie. Okay, I work with a lot of these companies. I know a lot of people that are involved with these NFTs. They hit me up. They reach out to me every day on YouTube, on Twitter. If you saw my emails, you'd be like, "Oh my god!" Like, guys, they don't know how to market. So that's why I am like sure, okay, I am sure that by the end of this year, we are going to be the number one PFP pixel project. I am 100% sure because I know that we can outmarket, we can outthink, and we can out utility every single person in this game. And I have spent the last whew, probably 10 years building communities. Okay, so I know how to grow communities. I know the science of all that. So you're in good hands. Okay, I'm not all state, but you are in good hands. Okay, so yeah, that's all I want to say about that.
Thank you, thank you. So next question. So next question is
Is Nicola.
Nicola.
Nicola, wait. Okay. Try to mute. Nicola?
It's okay. You answer me. You just answer me.
Okay, cool, cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you can see the others.
Nicola, there is YouTube. Wait a moment.
Crosby are also asking what about the NFT 72 hours mint pass, guys. We said this thing in the last AMA. This week there will be an airdrop, and we'll tell you everything. But it's very easy. It's very simple. So one day you wake up in your bed and you see a new NFT coming in your wallet. So that's it. And obviously, guys, for those who don't know this thing, when we did the mint, we gave a bonus for the first people that within 72 hours they minted the Genesis, and so we are going to airdrop, so to send this priority pass for our metaverse once obviously the metaverse is ready to go in. And so that's it, guys. So the next question is,
YouTube.
Yeah, can you hear me?
yeah, sure.
So I have two questions.
Yeah.
First one, the price of the baby birds will be
0.07
or 0.07777.
No, 0.07. Very, very easy.
Okay, okay. Second one, thank you. And the second question is if you have a generic date when you will release the metaverse and something like that. The game
Yeah, we
in
can.
February.
Yeah. No, we can't say nothing right now because I don't want to make promise that I can't maintain. But will be for sure really, really soon. Also because it not depends just on us, you know. So this is the reason why. But we are working every single day. We hired 15 builders to do that.
Okay, thank you
so
very much.
so we are working a lot.
You're doing very well.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, next is Stag Greenblade. Wait. Okay, you can speak.
Okay, hello, good evening, gang. And I just wanted to make two little questions
Yeah.
about the babies, the baby birdies.
Yeah.
Okay, so I own two birdies right now, and I wanted to know if from today, I mean, getting seeds, what will be the day that I will be able to give birth to
Okay.
my baby?
Okay. So okay, besides of the alpha mint that we are going to do in the next week, right? So this is the question. Yeah. So if you do the math, you own two Genesis that produce 10 seed token per day each. So it's 20 seed. So it's 1 month. So it's 1 month. So in 1 month, when you have, but could be also early. We don't know, but if you do the math, it's obviously 30 days, right?
I
Yeah.
was just maybe asking if maybe there was some other I don't know plans that you were thinking about before releasing babies. So maybe we need to wait a bit more. But you answered me, so
No, no, no,
it's
no, 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 no,
quite
no.
fun.
No, 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 not more. For sure, not more than what I said. For sure, not more.
Okay, okay,
Probably,
okay.
yeah, yeah. So this is the way.
Okay, and then the last little question is I suppose that the babies will go in another collection of like OpenSea.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. We decided.
Okay.
Yeah, we decided to have the two collections separate on OpenSea because it's a different smart contract basically, and also
Okay.
because we don't want to mess with the floor price. So we want to maintain very, very, very clear and strategic the floor price of the Genesis and the floor price of the babies. We don't want that people needs to search from the left side of OpenSea inside the same collection, which is the floor price of the Genesis and which one the baby is. So this is the reason why we decided to do this thing. So and
That's fair.
and we were inspired by for this thing. I'm pretty guys, you know me right now, guys, so I'm pretty transparent guy, so I can tell you everything, also how we think about the things. And I got inspired by Board Ape Yacht Club. They divided the two collection, the Mutant and the Board Ape, and it's very clear. When you want to know the floor price of one, you can go there and you can check it. And if you want to know the floor price of the other one, the same. And I don't like too much when two different collections are inside the same collection on OpenSea, because it's a mess if you want to find Genesis. And this is my thoughts, guys, and this is obviously my thoughts. But I as I told you before, right? We are marketing guys, so the first thing that we think about when we need to take a decision is how the market will think about this thing. And the first thing that I can imagine is, oh, people can say, oh, why the floor price went from 1 ETH 0.2 to, I don't know, 0.1, so the project is dead. No, damn, is the baby. So this is why we want to fix this thing since the beginning and divided all the collection. But obviously the two collections are part of the same ecosystem.
Thank you a lot.
And actually, let me say one other thing about the babies that just came to mind that I really want you guys to understand about these babies. So, internally, what I am going to be pushing for is utility for the babies, right? Because what happens is if we build up the utility for the babies, it is going to be a trickle effect down to the Genesis, down to the seed. It's just going to be a trickle effect. So I just want you guys to imagine. Obviously, we can't guarantee any price. We can't predict. We don't know. But I want you just to imagine, and I just see this so clearly, because of the way that the babies are going to roll out. It's not going to be a price increase like as if 5,000 were available right away, right? What's going to happen is there's going to be a finite amount of babies that are available, and people are going to want to buy them. Okay, people are going to want to buy them. So the fact that you hold a Genesis, okay, just hypothetically speaking, we could see a baby be half of the ETH, right? Because I know I'm not selling my babies for less than nothing, right? Like I'm not even gonna sell them, but I'm just saying if I was, why would you sell a baby for like $200? Like that doesn't make any sense, right? So if you just think about it from a pure, just common sense place, you essentially have a asset that can produce another asset that is scarce, and that asset could be valued anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000 every time you produce one. Now, obviously, again, I can't guarantee that. I'm not promising that. But I'm just giving you. I'm giving you my thoughts, right? My thoughts is that I can't see why a baby would be less. That would be crazy because there's not going to be enough of them for sale for the demand that somebody would, price it for that. And if somebody did price it for $600, I'm gonna buy it, right? So, or somebody else is gonna buy it. So it doesn't make sense. And so I want you guys to just keep this in mind that your Genesis are assets. Okay, they are producing different NFTs, and the way that the structure is set up, you're gonna be blown away when you see this happen. And so just remember, I said that on this call.
Right. So one other question that.
Two legendary who want to talk, Lord Vega and Frack.
Okay, but where are they in the question here? Because I can answer also to one question that probably are two questions that are pretty the same. Ale Baldi says, guys, on the website I read this, will I need to pay something to stake my Genesis to start accumulate seed? And the answer, obviously, of the Q&A is the only thing. Okay, I understand the question. So, guys, this first month is really easy, okay? So this first month, all the seed will be airdropped, okay? So right now, you can see that also tomorrow you will see your seed, and the day after, and the day after, and the day after, and they will continue to accumulate in your Birdez house, okay, where you can see that. And around February 17th, when you wake up and you log in inside our Birdez house, you will be able to click a button to claim your token and put that in your MetaMask, okay? Or Coinbase or your wallet, whatever. And so there's no need for this first month to do anything with your Genesis. You need just to sit, wait, and enjoy the ride. Starting from the day after, so February 18th, you will be able to put your Genesis at work. That it means stake your Genesis, but it doesn't mean that your Genesis is locked. No, it just means that your Genesis is at work. So they are, he is flying the skies around the metaverse and everything, and he will continue to produce 10 seed token per day, and your Genesis Birdez are free to use. So you can list them, you can use them for breeding process, for everything. Okay, so for the first month, I know that I repeated this thing maybe 10 times, and probably I will continue to do that, even if we wrote in the website, but there's no problem about it, so I can repeat it. So for the first month, so starting from today to February 17th, there will be a simple airdrop. So all the token will be airdropped, so you don't need to do anything. Just sit, laugh, and enjoy the ride with us, okay? The next month, there will be a working space for your Genesis inside the Birdez house where you can put your Genesis at work and will continue to produce 10 seed token per day. Okay? And so that's it. I hope that I answered the question. Ale Baldi 95. And the other okay, so I also answered to the question of keeper of coin that asked there was mention of putting the seed at work. Does that mean there needs to be staking of some sorts? No, okay, I already answered to this question. So it's clear, guys? Please let me know if it's clear. So, Pex, you can go with the other guys that want to talk.
We have, wait a moment.
Yeah.
We have, yes, Lord. Okay.
One of our legendary hodler.
Iron Beard.
Iron Bird, that's one of the best one.
Hey, how you doing, mate?
Hi. Yes.
I just wanted to ask some questions just to clear up for the community as well.
Yeah.
So the liquidity pool on Uniswap or wherever for the seeds, it's not open yet. So does this mean if it just say it opens up in the next week, somebody creates a liquidity pool and an exchange for a seed token? Uh, so does that mean people can buy the seeds and then jump ahead of the queue to mint because they've bought the seeds? They haven't had to wait for 10 seeds a day.
Okay, okay, good question. Yes, if this thing happens, yes.
So go on. Sorry, I didn't quite
Yeah.
understand.
So basically, what he's saying is, yeah. So if somebody else, so guys, so let me just take 2 seconds to explain this. So guys, anybody can create a liquidity pool on Dex Tools, like anybody, right? They can go there, they can create a contract, they can put some liquidity in there, and boom, now you got a liquidity pool. People can sell their C token for ETH. So the answer is yeah. Technically, if somebody does that, then yeah, you can go in there and do that. Now, I'm not trying to FUD or make you guys scared or anything, but you want to make sure, first of all, that it's a legit contract and it's legit because people can set up ways where you can buy stuff, but you can't get it out, right? So like, you just want to be very careful with that. And a lot of times scammers do this stuff as well too. So you want to be just very cautious about these kind of things.
Yeah, yeah.
So if if I went into and bought some tokens, just say I went over and bought some seeds for just say 20,000 seeds, so I could easily go straight in and mint them 20,000 seeds, and all the people that are waiting for 30 days are going to be left out.
Correct.
Okay, so can it be done because we do need newcomers coming into the market? Who are going to be the birds holders. We need new people coming in, not just the existing community, but the existing community. We need a layer of protection, so at least they're not sitting there counting their seeds for 30 days, and after 30 days, there's no baby birds left.
Okay, so I love you, man. First of all, I want to say that.
Yes.
Because I love your heart. I love what you're thinking and how you're thinking. So let me explain how this actually is probably gonna work. Okay. So what's gonna probably actually happen is, so first of all, there's gotta be enough, like if you're gonna spend 20,000, there's gotta be 20,000 seeds to be able to buy.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying? So you can't just like magically show up and be like, hey, I got $20,000 in ETH. Let me just magically get seeds. No, other people will have to be willing to sell. There will have to be buyers willing to sell, right? Now,
Yes.
what's going to happen is if somebody's coming in trying to buy a bunch of seeds, the price is going to go up. It's going to keep going up because the demand for the actual seeds is going to be there, right?
Yes.
So that's one. Also, two, then they're going to have to then buy those actual birdies.
You mean mint?
So yeah, they're gonna have to actually mint those birdies, right? So then what ends up happening is, I mean, if somebody wants to like, what would be the purpose of somebody minting like all the birdies and they're the only person that has them? Like,
no,
like that's not
it doesn't
gonna
make
do any.
sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense for that person.
No.
You get what I'm saying? So I don't think anybody's gonna come in at this stage and be like, all right, I'm gonna spend, I don't know how much money that would be. I'm gonna spend X, Y, and Z to get all the birdies and so on and so forth. So what will end up happening is that you will have some holders who will purchase a lot of them, because we're talking about thousands of them, right?
Yeah.
They will purchase a lot of them, and then they will begin to sell some of them on the actual OpenSea, which I think is a healthy thing because then the people who haven't had a chance to mint them, then they're gonna go in and say, "Hey, I want to be able to buy some of these birdies."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
I'm,
more of what I think.
I'm just trying to watch out for our community, that we all make sure that We now got people sitting on counting their seeds, and when it comes to day 30, there ain't nothing left because somebody's gone in, and
Sure.
the whales have gone in, whales and bought out the seeds, so they can have the baby birds. So anyway, that was one thing where we need to have a layer of protection for our guys, our people as well, where they're not going to be disappointed at that point. The other thing I was gonna ask was, how far are we with the OpenSea verification, the blue tick, the magic tick?
Yes. So again, there's no like, it's kind of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Uh-huh.
You ever seen that movie?
Yeah, of course, man. I'm from the UK.
Okay, exactly. So you know how difficult it was for them to find those little tickets. That's kind of like what OpenSea is. Like, there's no like process like getting a social security number, or, like getting a job or something like that. Where you just get there and like, all right, you show up. No, it's like whenever OpenSea decides to do it, that's when they do it. Like we don't have any control really over how they do it, right? Like I'm advising projects now that have a lot of sales, a lot of this, a lot of that. They have no check.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, yeah. So that's kind of yeah. So we
Yeah.
need to keep pushing.
Yeah, I can tell you one thing about the verification. I'm doing the process of the asking verification every fucking day. Every single day until they give to us the verification mark. Yeah.
The good news is I opened the ticket with them about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
And they replied to me yesterday. So you've not got long to wait now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and one thing that impressed me about that is that I made the same request for my personal profile, and obviously I tried every day for 2 weeks, and one day during the morning I received an email from actually probably was NFT World. Someone made an offer, and so I go there on OpenSea. I saw the offer, and I saw the blue check mark where you can see that the NFT is owned by you. And I said, what the fuck? A blue check mark? Oh, wait a minute. So I go there and I saw that I got a blue check mark on my personal, because obviously they probably saw that the wallet was connected to my verification Instagram account with the verification mark. I have the same verification in Facebook and everything. So probably they say, okay, we can do that. But actually, yes, right now we are thinking about how to leverage this blue verification mark on my wallet to get the verification for the collection.
The good thing about this project is that even if you don't have a blue mark, none of the developers and none of the team are hiding their faces.
Yeah, sure.
They're there. They're on Twitter. They're everywhere. A lot of other projects, they kind of hide their faces.
Yeah.
And they don't really show who they are.
Yeah.
And I think this team is very transparent. So
Yeah.
that's a great thing about this.
Thank you so much, man.
No problem, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We have the next legendary, Frack. Birdez.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi. So thank you, first of all, and I have a question for the priority pass.
Yep.
And my question is, does the pass follow the new owner of a Birdez that was sold, or the first owner of the Birdez will have in his wallet the pass, even if he doesn't have anymore the Birdez?
Yeah, it's a good question, and honestly, I can't answer you because this is one of the things that I'm waiting answer for by our devs. But for sure, we want to reward the people that are here right now.
Okay, thank you so much.
The next one.
I don't see any question
Okay.
for
Um.
now.
Okay. So I'm reading the question here in the Ama question channel. Okay, this is question of today. Uh, okay, perfect. Thanks. Okay, I mean, okay.
There is Neros want to talk,
Okay.
and only Neros. I
Okay.
see. Wait a moment.
Ah, okay. I missed a lot of question here.
Okay, Neros, you can talk.
Okay.
Hello guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Hi guys, thank you again for do me a mod and
You're
yes, I have a
welcome.
question.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. I have a question about the raffle from the 20.
Yeah.
How will be work for choice the winner?
Yes.
Because you know
Yes.
some people sell and like
Yes.
this.
Yes, yes, yes. So Pex will do this in a video, and we'll show you in that video. We are planning to do live and not record video because we just want to do a live, and probably will be on our. This is the reason why. By the way, this is the reason why we opened up the YouTube channel because we said, okay, we want to make the live for the raffle, and so we open our YouTube channel that right now has just one video, but during the raffle there will be a live probably there, and but Pex will do everything. So honestly, this is not my side of of the work. So Pex can answer
No,
this
it's
thing,
okay,
but
it's okay.
yes, but will be everything live. So Pex will say, okay, guys, it worked like this, and that. Okay, let's do
Okay,
this. Okay, so
okay, thank you,
will be
Mickey.
live and will be really a raffle. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you, Mick.
No problem. You're welcome. Costas, okay, I'm reading how many total babies are available to mint. So for the alpha mint that will happen next week, there will be only 1,444 babies. For the total supply of baby, I mean for the breeding process and everything, there will be a max supply of 5,000 baby birds. Okay. I'm seeing. Okay. So probably we finished all the question, or guys, there's someone that want to speak. Otherwise, we can do the final rush with exciting closing of blockchain brown, and then we can go to bed. Everybody.
Yeah, they're going to bed. It's
Yeah.
is there any other questions, or is that it?
No, it's just a technical question. So, guys, for the technical question, we can answer directly inside the Discord. No problem, guys. So,
Cool.
Blockchain Brown, any final thoughts?
Yeah. Man, you know what's crazy? Every time I get on these calls, guys, I come up with a new idea.
Yeah.
I promise you, I don't know what it is, if it's the energy of the mastermind or what it is, but I'm not trying to get you guys really excited, but I just came up with a really good idea for the babies. Like something that I mean, I can share it. I'm not saying we're going to do this, but if you guys want me to close out, I can tell you my idea. I'm definitely going to talk to the team right after this call. But I came up with a really, really good idea.
I cannot wait.
Would anybody on this call like to hear this idea? I don't know if you can see the comments because I can't see them.
Yeah, I can see. Share some. Tell. They want to know.
Okay.
They want to know. Wow, look the question in the question channel.
Nice. So again, this is why you're investing in us, because like I told you, we're gonna keep coming with these ideas. So I thought of really big utility for the babies, right? That I've seen work that I don't know like how technical this would be for our development team, which obviously, like I said, guys, we have to talk about this. But guys, imagine this, okay? And I'm gonna really sell this vision to the team. But imagine if we start doing scavenger hunts for babies, right? So in order to participate in the scavenger hunt in the metaverse, you have to have a baby. Now, if you have a baby, what if we copy what Flyfish did, where there was a way to rent out the baby for the scavenger hunt? So let's say if you don't own a baby, or let's say if somebody doesn't own a baby, but these scavenger hunts become really big, the prize is really good, and people want to jump in. What if there was a mechanism where you could basically rent out your baby for the day, charge seed for it? It's seed. That person could then use your baby to go into the metaverse, join the scavenger hunt, and then basically it's a win-win for everybody.
Wow. I'm too excited.
That to me is like a crazy idea. Like nobody's like, yeah, like that's. Now I got this idea because I was talking to some of my friends about this like a couple months ago, and we were literally saying that the metaverse is going to get to the place to where, depending on which, project you're in, there's going to be something where people literally can have event only things to where essentially if you have that particular NFT, you can basically get in. And so I could totally see how we can do like masterminds, how we can do different things within the metaverse that if you have the baby suit, right, you can get in those things. So imagine if we built a custom software where people could literally rent out the baby, kind of like what they're doing for NFT worlds, where they can rent out the baby, and then that will get you into these specific things like scavenger hunts, events, certain areas in the metaverse. And
Wow. So your final thoughts, Blockchain Brown, are amazing as always. So this is really, really, really cool utilities, guys, for the babies, and yeah, we can talk about that. And as Blockchain Brown said, guys, the funny things of all the project is that is ongoing every single day. So we will add a lot of things in the future because we have a lot of ideas. We mastermind every single day inside our admin chat. So we have a lot of ideas, and this is the reason why we said we are here for the very long run, because we want to execute all the ideas.
awesome. All right, guys. Well, listen, I hope you guys got a lot of value from this. That just made me really excited. I'm really excited about the token. I'm really excited about the community. I'm excited about winning. Okay, I'm excited about winning. And we are going to be the #1 PFP project in the space by this time next year.
For sure.
Hopefully you guys can stay on the journey with us. And
yeah.
man.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. See you soon.
Thank you, guys.